If there is a painting that has been copied as much as Da Vinci's Mona Lisa throughout the world, it would probably be Millet's The Angelus and the Gleaners. These two works by Millet were hung not only in school classrooms and libraries, but also in barbershops. The pastoral landscape of the countryside touches and gives a sense of familiarity to everyone, regardless of nationality. The sea is a romantic place to those who just look at it, but it is a fierce place to live for fishermen who depend on the sea. The countryside is pastoral to those who just look at it, but it is a fierce place to live for farmers who depend on the land. Millet, who was born the son of a poor farmer in Normandy, France, sympathized with the hardships of farmers more than anyone else. Millet neither looked down on nor glorified the lives of farmers in his soulful works. At that time, artists painted natural landscapes on canvas, but did not paint the appearance of farmers who were worn out by life. Because the upper class, the main buyers, did not want to see the miserable state of the countryside. Millet began to receive attention in 1848 when his painting The Winnowers was selected for the Salon at the age of 34. Before gaining recognition, Millet painted signs and cheap nudes as a means of subsistence. Millet's masterpiece Angelus has disagreements over the hidden parts and interpretations of the painting. Surrealist painter Salvador Dali persistently put forth the hypothesis that the potato basket in the painting was originally a coffin for a dead child and was later modified into a potato basket. Many people saw it as a farmer praying at the sound of the evening bell at the end of the day's work, but the expressions of the couple who finished their work could not be so dark and solemn. If someone asks me, I will agree with Salvador Dali. The expressions of the peasants in Millet's works, based on the countryside, are consistently worn out by life. There is little room for religious happiness to seep in. Another of Millet's representative works, The Gleaners, also have mixed interpretations. Gleaners are the act of picking up the last grain that has fallen to the ground in a field after the harvest, and they are hard work. In the back of the painting, the silhouette of an overseer riding a horse and watching is visible. Some saw the three-colored hoods of blue, red, and white worn by the women as a symbol of the French Revolution and as promoting conflict between classes. A contemporary painter, Jules Borton, also enjoyed painting women harvesting, but this was not an issue because the expressions of the characters were bright. The reason Millet was called a leftist painter was because he vividly depicted the lives of the marginalized. By the time of The Breadmaker, Millet had risen to the ranks of a master, receiving a regular salary. Around this time, Millet was commissioned to paint the Four Seasons for a large sum of money by a merchant. In his later years, Millet received the Legion of Honor, the highest honor in France, and was appointed as a juror for the Paris Salon, enjoying all the honors a painter should have. He passed away at the age of 61 in 1865 due to tuberculosis that he contracted during his poverty. Millet was the person Van Gogh most admired during his lifetime, and several of Van Gogh's works actually imitated Millet's. Not only Van Gogh, but also Claude Monet and Georges Seurat were greatly influenced by Millet.